Howdy everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Spyro 3. Last time we cleared out Sunny Villa, almost. We spent a whole bunch of time failing at trying to get the skill point there. So I figured I'm just going to come back and do that later because I just don't have time to be fucking around trying to get that right now. And we'll just move right on to the next world, which is called Cloud Spires. And Cloud Spires is, I think, a much more interesting world than Sunny Villa. It still feels very video gamey, if that makes any sense, if that's like the appropriate word to use. An interesting thing is like the music in this level actually gets reused in a later level in the game, or at least it did on my console version. It probably will on this version that I'm playing right now too. So, and this world, just like Sunny Villa, has 400 gems to get and 6 eggs. Talk to this guy here.
The Rhinox have shut down our cloud generator, and I'll never see a rainbow again.
Oh, sad. Sad face. These guys are all named after clouds, like types of clouds, like Nimbus and Cumulus and whatnot. And I wasn't really talking to the Romans in the last episode, but
if my wings were big and strong like yours, I could easily glide across here.
yeah, they pretty much just have nothing to say for the most part, except for the guy at the very end. These guys, this is the level where you get introduced to that other classic Spyro mechanic of enemies wearing metal armor being immune to your fire, which is kind of counterintuitive if you've played Pokemon before, because you should know that that fire type is effective against steel type. Make sure you get that 5 gem down there that I just picked up, because that one's really easy to miss. It can take you a really long time to figure it out. Like, what you're supposed to do is come back this way and see it from there, but sometimes you don't always have to go back that way, depending on the path that you take through this place. So, and Zoe's just going to give you the usual nonsense, so we'll just ignore her. So how's everybody doing today? Today is Thursday, actually. Thursday, November 13th. So this will be going up, I don't know, sometime in the future. I don't want to record this like too far ahead. Like, on one hand I do, because I want to have videos to upload on a consistent basis, but on the other hand is, you know, if I'm talking about things, it's not going to be cool if like they happened like a month ago already. You know, that's, I think, it's one of those problems. It's one of those trade-off problems when it comes to LPing. Anyway, today was actually the first day that it has snowed in Michigan so far, which is actually a fairly late day. It usually snows around Halloween, like maybe a week ago or so. We would have seen the first snow, and it's already all melted away by now, so. But it's been kind of snowing off and on, so that's kind of cool. I was just thinking that one thing that I always hated when I was in school is that on the first day of snow, like whenever it would snow in school, people would always just like stop and they'd like point outside and be like, "Look at the snow!" And then everybody would take like 20 minutes to like stop and look at the snow, and it was just really ridiculous and stupid. And I was like, come on guys, you live in Michigan. You should know that snow exists. You shouldn't be surprised to see it.
Well, if it isn't my favorite dragon. The sorceress has put me in charge of guarding these bellows. However, I suppose I might look the other way if I was distracted by counting gems.
Oh, that's nice and subtle there, Moneybags.
Ooh, yes, precious, precious gems. Well then, Spyro, you may now use the bellows any time you wish. Best of luck on your little egg hunt.
Yeah, it's Easter over here. We're hunting eggs. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I was talking about like snow. It's like, I mean, seriously people, it's just annoying. But interestingly enough, this Moneybags is really easy to avoid paying. I'm just paying him kind of to go through the way that you're supposed to go through the level. I don't want to talk to Zoe, so I won't. But there's actually a way that you can like skip this level, or like going through this level the way that I'm going through it, and cut right to the end from the very start of the level, which is something that I'll show maybe later. It's a weird kind of glitch that the speedrunners use, speedrunning strats. But anyway, we're basically at the end of the level now. This is it. I mean, like, we got to kill this Rhinox here too. I always called them opera singers when I was a kid, because those guys are dressed up like the Bugs Bunny Valkyries type opera singers, you know.
You activated the bellows? Maybe I can get the cloud generator working again.
Alright. Oh my god, my glasses are fucking filthy. That's the worst thing about wearing glasses, is that, like, they just get so dirty. It's just awful. So yeah, you get to make clouds, you go to the cloud factory.
Rhinox must have been using this thing to clog up the cloud generator.
I mean, like, how many kids would think that, like, smokestacks are, like, what make clouds? I mean, obviously they don't, but I mean, like, you could see how a little kid would think that, and that's just fucking depressing right there, when you have that much pollution in your city. Alright, so that's basically, like, the way through this level. We only have 2 eggs, though, and there's a couple things we can do here. One thing is we can go up here, to this, like, secret area that you ride up with, like, a whirlwind, which is kind of cool. You don't see that very often. And there's a couple things we can do here. There's actually 2 eggs. There's an egg that this thief has right here. And let's see how long it'll take to capture this guy. The thieves in this game are actually sometimes pretty tricky. But fortunately, the flame has the same mechanics as it did in previous Spyro games. So it's basically, regardless of what the sprite looks like, the hitbox is a set distance in front of Spyro's head. So you can flame and then immediately charge, and that hitbox will just be active for as long as Spyro is charging and as long as the flame lasts. So if you like flame charge, then you'll get extra like length on your flame, and you're also going faster, so you catch up with the thief too, but that wasn't too bad. There's one thief later that actually he takes for fucking ever. And I'm tempted to use a save state to show you, because there's like a way you can skip doing that thief, basically. It involves like just going to the loading zone to get the egg. And it's a lot faster, because it's like the longest thief chase in the game. So now what we have to do here is use the Superfly power-up to flame the spirits. And this is a little bit trickier than it looks, especially if you're trying to go really fast. You gotta line yourself up just right here. Now you can press X to make Spyro flap his wings and it'll go a little bit faster. But all you gotta do is flame those guys. Wake up this Cloud, man. He's a sleepy Cloud. He didn't get enough sleep last night. And his eyes are so fucking derpy. I love it. PS1 graphics at their best.
This doodad, it fell out of the belfry.
You want this doodad? Doodad and belfry are just like words that kids do not understand. I remember saying in my Spyro 2 LP, I remember mentioning this egg in particular, because it was about the one farmer guy who was like, who called an orb like a thingamajig or a doohickey, or I can't remember exactly what he called it, but he called it something, and I was like, oh, that reminds me of the guy in Spyro 3 who calls that one egg a doodad. Alright, so that's another 2 eggs. Fortunately, this world doesn't have any like fucking awful skateboarding challenges. But we do have this, which is the closest thing that we have in this world to a fucking awful skateboarding challenge. Now, if I were a lot better at this game, which obviously I know what I'm doing, but I wouldn't call myself a pro or anything like that. If I were better, there's a way that you can pick up all of the gems while doing what you're supposed to do. And I haven't really been talking to a lot of these NPC guys to, like, have them explain what it is you're supposed to do, because you don't need to do that in this game. But basically all you gotta do is you have those little sun guys. They're called sun seeds. I guess I can explain this while I just pick up all the gems here. These guys are called sun seeds. There's those bouncing guys that you see we need 3 of in the corner. You need to get them into the sun pot to make a new sun, because, you know, that's how nuclear fusion works. And, but they'll like die if they're not in hot water or like lava or something like that. So you've got to flame them, and you can step on the switch or you can just flame them. I like to just flame them. And then each one of them will take like a different path, right? So they'll stop, and then eventually they'll go like, ow, ow, ow! And they'll turn like black and brown, and then they'll disappear. And it's kind of weird, but there'll always be a new one here waiting for you. And of course, you know, the sun's wearing sunglasses. This is like another little kid thing. Sometimes you flame them and they just don't want to like go. See, he was about to go there. There he is again. You got to avoid, like, getting hit there. And now you can actually get up here, which I didn't even know. I did not know that for, like, the longest time in my Spyro playing life. Now, naturally, the third one is the hardest. He's going to take the most roundabout, circuitous path possible. because that's always how these things work. Whenever they make you do, like, multiple things, they'll always have them go down different paths, which I think is pretty cool. There's a really No! Spyro! Fucking hell. Okay. Well, I messed that up pretty badly. What was I... Oh, yeah, there's another, like, pair of eggs that you get later in the game, where you, like, escort these two Firefly brothers. And this is something that you actually do with Sheila. But that's kind of an obnoxious egg, because one of them follows, like, a path that's in the, like... It's like a cobblestone path, right? And the other one's just going all over the place. He's going every which way but loose. It's like, God, it's just obnoxious, man. Just obnoxious. So we got a nice big sun now.
Now that's what I call a sun. Here, you can have this last sun seed as a souvenir.
Alright, whatever you say. It might be a dud. Well, maybe it's because it's not a sun seed. It's like these people have no idea what fucking eggs are. So, now if you check the atlas here, we already got like 19 eggs. Ain't that crazy? We're only 4 parts in. So we got one left and a whole bunch of gems to get still. But hopefully we'll get all those gems on the way. This one can take a while to find if you don't know what you're doing. What you're actually supposed to do is go back here. I suppose I can show you the shortcut now. What you're supposed to do... And this is how you skip to the end of the level, right? Because this is the start of the level. So I'll just show you this right here, right now. You can jump over here, and it doesn't look like you can make this, but you can make this. Now that place that we were just in, for that portal, well, the loading zone actually bleeds out all of the way into the side of this mountain. So what you can do is you can... Oh, Spyro's like walking at weird angles here. I don't think you can really... Well, you can go like this, and then you're in the loading zone. And then all you gotta do is exit the area, and you're at the end of the level. So you can skip going through all of that right there. So that's just, I don't know. I figured I'd show that off now, because making bonus episodes is hard. Making bonus episodes actually is really hard. So, especially if they're like so unorganized like that. Now the other thing you can do, and is that you'll see this in a lot of levels, like when Sunny Villa, the gate opened at the end. Like you saw this... Or, like, you saw the gate open at the end. Well, this whirlwind is active now, and this whirlwind will take you to the end of the level. Right there. So it's like a shortcut to the very end. Because oftentimes you'll see, like, mini-game things to do at the end of the level. But we don't want to do that. What we actually want to do is go back to another whirlwind that's active now that we have specifically completed the end. Wait, what is this? I didn't even know this was a whirlwind. Oh my god. Wow. Or no, I think I did know that was a whirlwind. I'm just not paying attention. I'm so out of it today. Playing this game just makes me out of it because it feels like something that I know so well, but it's like, you know, you keep forgetting the little things about it. I have no idea how long this recording is, but I'm also close enough to the end of the level that I want to just, like, push on through. Unless I'm missing gems or something like that, in which case we're going into fast-forward mode. So now you're on this place, and you've got to, like, get across these fire shitters, as they were. They're actually called fire spitters, but fire shitters just sounds like more impressive or whatever, more macho. And of course we're missing one gem here. I can already see it. I see that we're missing one. So that's Claire. That's the last egg in this place. Claire wears glasses. That's not Claire. That's like Clare or something weird. I don't know. Oh, missing gems in this, like, in this Spyro game in particular is just a pain in the ass because the worlds are a lot more spread out, and you got to go to all the like freaking mini game areas to see if you miss gems there. It's just a mess. So I might do this in fast forward. So you'll see me in chipmunk mode while I attempt to find the one gem that I'm missing in this place. Hopefully it's somewhere around here. I don't know. I thought I picked up all the gems in here while I was chasing the thief, but apparently I'm missing one, and of course I could be missing one here. I could be missing one in the other minigame area with the suns, or I could be missing one in the main area, and I have no way of knowing. I have no way of knowing, man. I have no way of knowing. It's just gonna take forever. No way of knowing. Man, I said that like 3 times, and it just all blurred together really quickly. Like, how dumb can you get? How dumbby are you? Alright, let's see here. What about over here? La-di-da. Maybe at start. Maybe like at the very start of the level I missed something. Did I miss anything? No, apparently I didn't. Okay. Well, of course I missed the lift now, because that's just the way it would go. We're gonna have 2 episodes of Fast Forward in a row. I don't know, I kinda like Fast Forward, though. Fast Forwarding videos, just because it's funny, man. It's just funny. And, like, I don't feel bad about Fast Forwarding this, because you've already seen all of this. You know what all of this is. Because I already took you through the level. I'm just missing one tiny little thing. Of course, it'll be the sort of thing that, like, when I go back at editing, I'll be challenging myself. There it is! I got you now. I think I remember missing that gem before, too. But anyway, so that's it for Cloud Spires. And next time on... Oh, shit, we have a cutscene! That's the other thing. Like, when you finish this game, or when you finish levels in this game, you'll often get cutscenes in the middle. Or no, did we get the cutscene last time? Did we get the cutscene last time? I think we got the cutscene last time. I think I'm just an idiot. Okay, bye. Thanks for watching.